Well, the first thing I do is if it's a brand new establishment, home, residence, or business, I've never been there before, I just walk up with just myself without any equipment because I'm not sure what I'm going to need. And so then I meet the customer and I have them show me what they're looking for to have us clean and trying to find out what their expectations are. And as we walk the home, I look at the type of fiber that they have so I can match the proper detergent. I find out what their expectations are and I discuss those with what I'm seeing. So we're basically on the same page for what we can do for them and their particular needs. That depends. If, for instance, if it's one of the three that we talked about, red, blue, or pet, yes. We will pre-spot those with that specific spotter. For instance, if it's a small amount of blood, we have a spotter for that. Feces, whatever, we spot it for that particular type of thing to sanitize it so that we can work in that environment too. And then after that, then we use the detergent pre-spray. That's what we use on all of the carpet to clean just normal soil. The steam clean and extraction is done simultaneously. The particular one that I was using today that you were videoing has jets that come out that under pressure spray the high temperature hot water steam, and as I pull it along the water hits first, and just behind that is the vacuum channel where the vacuum sucks that water up and it goes out the big hose. So it's done simultaneously. I steam clean and I extract as I'm pulling the wand towards me. What a steam cleaner, if they're doing it properly, is doing is cleaning the fibers, and it's not going through the webbing or the pad. If you have that much water on it, you're going to have a very bad drying situation, and you don't want it to be wet any longer than it needs to be wet. So yeah, we put an even mist over the carpet, and depending on the type of fiber, and now this is a density and a height issue, sometimes you have to rake that pre-spray in so that you can get full coverage. Sometimes you don't. On low fiber, low density carpet, you can just spray and you're fine. You want to overlap when you spray and when you steam clean and extract. That just helps ensure you don't miss a spot, because there's nothing worse than having a very clean carpet and then right in the middle a dirt streak where you miss. So we always overlap, and if it's normally soiled carpet, we do what's called a quarter overlap, and that'll take care of any potential to miss. If it's heavily soiled, we do what we call a half overlap because it needs the extra steam cleaning and extraction. In today's particular case, there's a couple areas where I resprayed and cleaned, and it did improve, but it just seemed to me that there was room for more improvement. Part of that is from experience. I've cleaned the home before, and part of it is that I hate to lose to a stain, so I want to try it. It doesn't hurt to try another process, and so when I went back, and it did improve with that last attempt. The rake isn't used on all jobs, it's used on many jobs. Wherever you have a carpet that has a pile to it, in other words, there's a stack height to the fiber, if you rake it, some people like the appearance of it, but the reason we do it is because it lifts the fiber up and it makes it easier for the water to evaporate from it. If you're in a situation where people have to walk on it immediately afterwards, then it's really not recommended to rake because they're just matting it down immediately. And in low pile carpets, you wouldn't rake a low pile carpet. There's nothing to rake.